Hey guys, hope you guys have a good day today. Today is Friday, 14th of March 2025. It is 10:33 in the evening. Hello and welcome to the stream. Hello guys. Tonight we'll be doing Snowbreak Containment Zone. We'll be continuing the event story for the Blossoms in Ruin. So it should be exciting, to continue. I like the mystery of it and stuff like that. And after all of this, I really just want to get pampered by Enya, like I said yesterday. So yeah, hope you guys are doing well. For me, I'm not really feeling well right now because I have like a food poisoning, which is not good. Yeah, I've been like battling food poisoning since yesterday and since the morning before. So it's nasty, just nasty. Too many liquids comes out, and yeah, I can't like fast today. I just. But the good thing is, okay, let me. Before that, we'll go to the game. So don't worry. And let me unmute the game. Before I mute, let's actually go to Snowbreak screen. There you go. All right. Oh, it's a bit too loud on my end. Let me know if the audio is good. There you go. Let's go. Right, I still haven't done the daily, but what I want to show is I got Enya Tempest on 80 pulls, so that's cool. And I'm gonna target for her weapon probably because her kit is very good. I love her kit so much. Her playstyle and stuff, I really like it. So yeah, how many should I need for? I don't know, man. might be not. You know what? Whatever. Ooh, I have like 8 of this thing. I could if I want to, but you know what? Never mind. Can I buy this more? Nope, I cannot. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'll have like a lot of it when the I think, is it neural? No, it's when underground purge like reset in a day. Like I think on Sunday, I think I'm gonna rush the underground purge and do stuff. So yeah, let me actually do the operation first. I think I'm low on this thing, so let me just quickly do this stuff. All right. What other thing that I need to do? I don't. Oh yeah, this thing, personal file. Let's go. I guess it's only just that, right? Yep. Got all of it. That's cool. Nice. All right. So let's actually. What was the operator? Oh yeah, dawning. Okay, that's fine. Before we start, I'm thinking of doing something else. What should I do actually? Where is it? There you go. Shoot. Yeah, I need to buy this a lot. I'm gonna just buy this, man. That thing is very useful. I mean, not useful. Like we actually need this for to get to increase the what is it called again? Not skill, the neuronics. Yeah, neuronics basically skill, upgrade skill, and also yeah, that's cool. Right, containment protocol. I may just do this later. Why not? I might just do it on my own time. Not going to do it now. Supreme Battleground Containment Protocol. Yeah, it's the Gigaling Crisis Probe Early Trial. Spectral Fantasies. Yeah, I need to do this actually. Yeah, but it's fine. I'll do it on my time. So yeah, let's still continue with the story. Okay, before we start, I'm going to close my door and turn on my AC. Right. Hello, Kabuki. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Right. Let's continue from yesterday. We don't have any much. I do think this story progress will take a long time. I got work to do. Have a good one, man. Have a good one. I'll see you later then. Long fall. Oh my god. I think my mouse. I think I need a new mouse. Right. Jet arc. Let's go choose night glow. Why not? Night glow. That sounds like. Yeah, I kind of forgot that night glow is a song title for chapter 9 of Honkai Impact. I think it's called night glow. Yeah, it's night glow. Totally. Oh, we are here. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Is this all mimetic energy? I think so. Might be. Oh yeah, she got separated. Oh, poor Enya. I'm gonna pamper you, Enya, later. Let's use oh shit. Nice. Shit, where's the guy go? Ah, shoot.
Wow, マジか。他に誰かいないの？逃げても使っちょっと本気出すか。恐れるほどではありません。
Final wave. Wait, how long you gonna go there? Oh yeah. Yeah, she's gone. Yep. Keep going? Oh, really? Okay. Huh. I'm going to be super easy, very inconvenient. Ha. She's so good. I like her. Oh my god. She's so tempting, man. I mean, her name is Tempest, right? Her exosuit name. Alright, let's continue. Jet arc. And sorry about that.
れらの敵エリア16に入ってから最初に出会った敵と同じく、いくら倒していってもまた立ち上がってしまう。やはりおかしい。周りにあの光の塊がないはずなのに。無理しなくても大丈夫ですよ。目標達成。演習通りです。ちょっと本気出すか。恐れるほどではありません。
Okay, we need to keep going. Man, she really just...
この先は出口みたい。
Holy crap.
まだ分析
That's a domain then. She really does go domain expansion
としているのかも。
on that enemy, on those enemy, man.
装填中です。お姉さんに任せて。こんなこと風が来ますよ。大丈夫ですよ。私のことは心配しないで。立ってなさい。ここでひとまずお休みしましょう。
So I think her gameplay is supposed to be like that. Just spam your skill and stuff.
さあ、邪魔させませんから。そろそろ時間ですね。
Okay, that's cool. Right, let's continue.
大丈夫です。これらの意識で動揺することはありません。
Right, next stage. Obsession in the name of protection. Flames everywhere, endless flames. The massive Valkyrie Games venue, once bordering the city center, was now completely engulfed in fire. I stood before it, the searing heat lashing against my face as the wind carried tiny embers, igniting even more of the city. I knew I wasn't really here. I had just fallen into the abyss with Enya. Even though my eyes told me I was in containment zone Aleph, this couldn't have been reality. Yet it was all too overwhelming. I could not just detach myself and observe, because back in 2057, when the descent devastated the Valkyrie Games venue, it was exactly like this. Back then, I had rushed into the venue, leading the security team to rescue as many civilians as we could, but they were only a fraction of the victims. Countless others perished in the flames. I remembered vividly the many civilians still stranded in the center of the venue at the end of the rescue operation. They had already been corrupted by Tetagen. There was no way they could survive. If we had tried to save them, it would have only led to further Tetagen contamination. Damn, they can't even save the civilian, man. The decision makers made their choice without hesitation, but for me, for the other rescuers, and for those civilians, the decision changed everything. I closed my eyes amid the raging flames. As the last enemy fell, Enya was nearly spent. She slowed her pace, but her gaze remained locked on the path ahead. At the end of the road, a beam of light streamed down through an opening, as if promising a way out.
分析員がいるならきっと手に入りやすい情報ほど信じてはいけないっていうのでしょう。
As she repeated that thought in her mind, she suddenly turned to look behind her. Dang. A blurry figure appeared before Enya. The moment it noticed her gaze, it froze, standing still like a shadow. Silently, Enya tightened her grip on her gun. At that moment, the figure shuddered slightly, then faintly, she thought she heard a voice. No, she did not exactly hear the voice. It was as if the words appeared on an invisible screen before Enya's eyes, like subtitles.
私はヘイムダル部隊の隊員エンヤ・マーフィー。ヘイムダル。
The voice fell silent for a long moment, as though trying to process the meaning of the word.
そちらの名前を伺っても。
Oh, hive mind.
エリア16。エリア16の住民たちでしょうか。
Oh yeah, it is a hive mind. Okay. Enya eyes widen in disbelief.
どうして町なんかに自我が？
わからない。誕生した時から我々は飲み込んできた。痛みと苦しみも含めて。
この前見た光の塊と町に現れた霧。
あれはこの町の一部。町に入った人間も町の一部になる。
Enya immediately grew wary, but the figure made no further move.
我々は何もしない。我々はこの町を守りたいだけ。
入ってきた無実の人を閉じ込めて、それがあなたたちのこの町の守り方とでも言うんですか？
それはここの苦痛に触れた人間はここを離れれば生きていけなくなるから。
As the figure spoke, a light vortex slowly unfolded before Enya's eyes. As at its center, a face began to emerge.
分析。
Instinctively, Enya clenched her fist. Inside the light vortex, Kate's face twisted in agony, large bead of sweat rolling down his forehead.
彼の声が聞こえるはずだ。あなたを助けるために自ら苦痛の中に身を投じたのだ。彼はタイタンに害された者たちのために悲しんで。人間同士の命を。
Wait, that's oh yeah, that's Rozan. Is that Rozan? Yeah, Rozan. He is indignant at those in power who treat human like after disregard.
助けてやれなかった一人一人を思い出している。人は生きていれば必ず影を引きずっている。確かに彼は強い心を持つ特別な存在だ。普通の人間なら我々の意識を吸収どころか触れるだけで耐えられなかったのだろう。惜しいがここまでだ。これほどの苦しみにとらわれた彼を助けられる人間はどこ？
The voice trailed off. In the next moment, Enya stepped forward resolutely, reaching toward the light's vortex that held Kate's tormented face.
苦しみなら私にも見せてください。
The moment her hand moved closer, a small flame ignited before her eyes, making her instinctively step back. But instead of consuming her, the fire flickered and expanded, slowly bathing the surrounding in its glow. When she opened her eyes, she was home. January 19th, 2048, so that's like 9 years before the descent. Today was a special day for the little girl. She had finished her homework from the AI tutor ahead of time and immediately ran into the kitchen. Though only 7 years old, she was already quite skilled at making desserts. Standing on a small stool, she deftly mixed eggs and flour on the countertop, carefully pouring the batter into the cake mold. She placed it in the oven, then began preparing the cream and fruit while waiting. By the time evening arrived, a perfectly decorated strawberry cake sat proudly on the dining table. She stuck candle into the cake. Seeing that it was already 9 p.m. on the terminal display, she let out a small sigh of relief. Right on time, as expected, the familiar sound of footsteps echoed from outside the door. The girl quickly jumped off the chair and ran toward the door. Just as she reached for the knob, it swung open from the outside. A woman in white lab coat stood there, looking exhausted, but the moment she saw the girl, her face lit up with a warm smile. The woman scooped Enya up into her arms, nuzzling her cheek affectionately. Only when Enya began giggling from the ticklish sensation did she finally set her down.
今日もちゃんといい子にしてた？宿題を終わらせたし、自分で なんでもないよ。お母さんは？
お母さんも頑張ったよ。手術は3件もしたし、それに後で。
She paused for a moment, hesitating, but when she saw Enya expectant eyes, she continued.
エンヤ、お母さん、イエロ社に行かなきゃいけないの。
今日行くの？
そうよ。そこですごく嫌なことが起きてるから、みんなを助けに行かなきゃ。
そっか。お母さん、医師団だもんね。
Doctor Beyond Burgers. It's supposed to be borders, right?
教会なき医師団よ。
Kyokai no Kishidan. Okay. Enya nodded, still not fully understanding, but she knew that every time her mother came home, she had new stories about helping people in need.
さあ、これから荷物をまとめなきゃいけないから。
Aw, it's her birthday, mother.
お母さん、待って。
Suddenly remembering something, little Enya quickly ran back to the dining table and hid the cake in the fridge. She decided to celebrate her birthday after her mother came back from Yerus. She didn't want to distract her before she left. And with that thought, for the first time, Enya learned how to set aside her own desires. Aww, really? God damn it. No, Enya. Damn, she's a good girl, man. Aww. No. Don't tell me her mother gonna die, man. Bruh. When her mother finished packing and she was ready to leave her suitcase, Enya as always walked to her to the door. The door closed gently and the sound of footsteps gradually faded. Too thoughtful for her age, Enya lowered her head in silence, curling up on the floor facing the door. Aww. But just then, the footstep that had vanished suddenly returned before Enya could wipe the tears from her face. Aww, poor Enya. The door swung open again.
あら、お母さんが行っちゃうのが嫌なの。
Of course! It's your daughter's birthday. The woman lovingly scooped Enya into her arms and led her back inside. Then, as if performing a magic trick, she pulled giant stuffed bear from the wardrobe.
私ったら、お誕生日プレゼントを用意したのに、
Aww.
エンヤに渡すのを忘れちゃってたわ。
お母さん、私の誕生
She
日
just busy.
覚えてたの？
The tears she had been holding back burst forth. And at last, the little girl dropped all pretense, sobbing into her mother's
お
embrace.
母さんは何があっても、エンヤの誕生日を忘れたりしないよ。それに、きっといつかエンヤは、自分の誕生日と趣味を覚えててくれる大事な人と出会うわ。
Yeah, it's me! It's me! Buzz, yeah, it's Buzz. Buzz, yeah, it's Buzz. Buzz, the sobbing burst forth. The scene of past memory froze. Little Enya stood before the birthday cake. Now placed back on the dining table, the flickering candlelight cast a soft, warm glow. Baby, so come on.
そう。私は子供の頃から優しさと愛に包まれて育ちました。ヘイムダルの隊員たちと世の中のいろんな人々に比べて私は苦労知らずに育った。
Make me wonder. Also, I'm pretty sure make you guys wonder too, right? How does this slice of fabric actually hold onto her body? Is it like sticker or something? Is it like adhesive? I don't think it's adhesive. It doesn't have like any strap that can hold this fabric, this slice of fabric on her body, on her chest even. A massive badonkas. Sometimes make me wonder.
だから私たちは不幸な人々を助けないと守らないと。そう。
It's sweat.
お母さんが教えてくれました。
You mean the badonka sweat? My mom told me that's exactly why I should protect others.
そ
No
の教えを
wonder.
守りながら私は今まで戦ってきました。
Right. In the blink of an eye, Enya felt her consciousness yank away, and suddenly she was back underground, but the light vortex, the one that had shown Kate's image, was gone. Snot intensifies.
私
Snot or leaking, man? It's supposed to be
成功
leaking.
したの？
どうしてだ。我々に触れたというのになぜ苦しんでいない。
なぜそんなことを聞くか
Got you, Zone 16.
私にだって嫌だったり悲しかったり苦しかった思い出がある
Yes,
んだ
but she remember the good memory better than the bad memories.
昔分析員を失ってしまいそうになった
Oh yeah,
あの時
this is back in the chapter. I forgot which chapter is it. As Enya spoke, the underground cavern began to tremble. Since really not snot? Oh yeah, it's not. Oh I'm sorry. I thought snot like snorting, like your phlegm or something, right? When you have flu, I forgot that you can snort something out of like table or something. Yeah, sweet, creamy, and salty at once. Mmm, yummy.
そんな思い出があるからこそ私はみんなをしっかり守らなくちゃ。私はあなたたちの経験した苦しみを味わったこともないし、代わりに誰かを許す立場にもありません。
That's true.
そんなんじゃ守ったことにはなりませんから。
Enya has like a strong will, man. In an instant, the cavern walls burst apart, spending shards of rock flying as beams of light pierced through the darkness.
まだわからないのか。彼を救ったとしても、あなたはもうここから
Oh, come on, Zone 16. Hive mind is way weaker than like, you know,
そうでしょうか。
a mind who have like a strong will and something. Upon hearing this, Enya's gaze remained steady, unwavering.
分析員のことはあなたたちよりずっと知っていますし、絶対信じています。
I might choose my mode here. There you go. Can I? Alright, nice. Can I have the fan? Nope. I cannot set the fan? You kidding? Turbo. Can I go turbo? Nope. Never mind, it's fine. You don't know him, but I do, and I trust him with all my heart.
見ていてください。必ず来てくれますから。
Oh shit. Wait a second. Oh, there you go. Yeah, nice. The consciousness of Zone 16 fell silent, but the next moment a relentless barrage of debris crackling with energy came surging toward Enya. Her exosuit activated instantly, unleashing a violent storm in response. A battle of wind against stone erupted at the heart of Zone 16. At the same time, I opened my eyes. Ah, Lizzie.
あ、動くなって。
Right in front of me stood a figure with a giraffe head. Had I not grown used to Lizzie's habit of surprise appearances, I might have thought as I was still dreaming. At that moment, I found myself standing face to face with her, perfectly still on the side of the street. My limbs felt stiff, as though I had been holding this position for far too long. Sketchbook in hand, Lizzie was completely absorbed in her artistic creation, using me as a model. As for where she got the sketchbook and pencil, I had no idea. I glanced at the page, and to my surprise, it actually looked pretty good.
すぐ書き終わるから。それにしても立ったまま寝るなんて分析員さん。
Fall asleep standing?
私よりもキリンっぽいね。
So,
でもキリンでもたまには横になって寝るんだよ。例えば。
wait, where's Marian then? Lizzie's joke did nothing to ease my tension. It felt like I had just woken up from a long dream, but I could not recall a single detail. Flame, sacrifice, death. These vague memories still haunt me. But for some reason, my heart felt shielded, protected from the weight of those emotions. Thankfully, my memories were not impaired. It still remembered how, before I blacked out, I had absorbed an energy blast to protect Enya. Where could she be? Lizzie, where are we? I mean, the most important question is, where is Marian? Starting point? She meant we were back at the vending machine. Have you seen Enya? Marian? Holy shit. Nice one, Marian. Lizzie would put me at ease. It seemed Marian had heard my instruction and was carrying them out smoothly.
ねえ、あの二人のことは聞くのに、私のこと全然聞かない。
Because I cannot trust you yet.
戦闘能力のあるあなたたちと違って、
No, you're not.
私は一般人の女の子だよ。あれだけの化け物から逃げるだけでも骨が折れそうなんだから。
Come on, you're practically made Zone 6 in your home now. Is there really anything here that could hurt you? I raised my head and looked toward the center of the city. Shrouded in thick fog, the entire city felt eerily quiet. I frowned, then suddenly reached out, pulled Lizzie's giraffe head mask off, and put it on myself. Instantly, the fog around me vanished, and the silence shattered. Explosion and tremors roared to life, echoing from the city center. Just as expected, Enya was still in there. I turned, tossed the head mask back to Lizzie, and started toward the city center. But before I could take another step, Lizzie suddenly grabbed my arm.
中は危険だよ。
Her tone was no longer playful, but uncharacteristically calm.
感じたんだ。エリア16中のミームが中心エリアに吸い寄せられたのは、状況は今までと全く違うんだ。ミームエリア16と本当のエリア16が影響し合っていて、うっかり入ったら出られなくなっちゃう。どうしても行くんだったら被り物を被って、方向もわからない人には誰も助けられないでしょ。
Heh, this is the real you, isn't it? I picked up the soda that had rolled to the side and placed it into the hand Lizzie still had on my arm. Thanks for the heads up, but actually, not wearing the head mask is exactly how I'll see the way ahead. Just as you said, the beamtic world is merging with reality. The person I'm looking for is at the intersection, and she is likely the cause of it. To find her, I need to see both worlds at once, not just one or the other. And I want to share a little meme with you. It's a saying from Philosia.
へえ、どんなの？
Fate whispered to the warrior, "You cannot withstand the storm." And the warrior whispered back, "I am the storm that is approaching, provoking burnout in isolation." Sorry about that. Kind of excited seeing the storm. I am the leader of my brain, burning flesh. I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I will get like copyright claim just because I sing that song. Oh, I didn't. Oh my god, never mind. As I reached the city center, even the thick fog could not hide the chaos. No, chaos didn't even begin to describe it. It was as if the entire world were tearing itself apart. Buildings lay snapped in half, their shattered remains sprawled across the streets. Overpass and roadways had not been spared either, reduced to a labyrinth of craters and gaping voids. As I moved forward, things only grew stranger. The city continued to crumble before my eyes, buildings collapsing without warning, yet I could not see what was attacking them. It was as if an unseen force from another dimension was striking them, splitting them open. The destruction significantly slowed me down, forcing me to weave through falling debris and shifting rubble to find a path forward. The only silver lining was that, for some reason, this mysterious attack seemed to avoid me. Whether that was good news or something far more concerning, I wasn't sure. More than once, I was standing in the exact spot as a building when it was hit, yet the impact miraculously missed me. Instead of dodging unseen attack, I only had to deal with the aftermath of their destruction. On the other hand, I was almost certain these attacks on the city had something to do with Enya. Wait a second. I got a message from someone. Hold on a moment. I actually need to reply this one because it's super important. Let me just bring you guys the information for a moment. Alright, there you go. Sorry about that. Yeah. Let's continue. Oh shoot, never mind. I had no choice but to quicken my pace. I activated a layer of titanium armor to shield myself from extensive harm as I navigated the collapsing buildings. I had no sense of time, but when I finally reached the city center, everything had changed. The fog had lifted. The city center, once surrounded by towering structure, and was now an immense open expanse encircled by the wreckage of countless fallen buildings. The skyline had vanished. The craters had smoothed over, leaving behind a vast grey-white surface, a perfect ring-shaped field. I stood atop the ruins at the perimeter, feeling the tremors beneath me, sensing the force radiating from the center. It pulsed like a heartbeat, sending steady wave outward, each one rippling through the ground with violent intensity. I could see it now. The massive ring-shaped field must have been carved into existence by the relentless rhythm of this energy. And finally, at its heart, I saw it, the only structure left standing. It was a small wooden cabin, the same one I had seen not long ago. Without hesitation, I charged straight toward it. Boom! Beyond the circle, building continued to collapse, struck by some unseen force, each impact ringing out in deafening echoes. But inside the circle where I stood, I felt nothing. No force, no resistance, almost as if whatever was causing the destruction had no intention of slowing me down. I quickened my pace, sensing with the rhythm of the rippling energy. For a fleeting moment, a blurry figure appeared in the open space. The instant I saw her, I charged forward. At that moment, the two overlapping worlds were separated by only a thin line, and I had already reached it. Everything around me shifted. The thick, unyielding fog rose higher, twisting into dark, heavy storm clouds that began to drizzle over the city. The ruins that had crumbled into dust reassembled, towering back into the sky, blocking out the light. The only part of the space that remained open was the spot where I stood, though now it was far smaller than before. But none of that mattered, because standing just ahead of me was my Enya. Before I could even process the situation, my body moved on instinct. I lunged forward just in time to block an energy blast hurtling straight toward Enya. Boom! The explosion knocked me back a step, but my titanium armor absorbed the impact, leaving me unharmed. Looks like I made it in time. I turned and gave Enya a smile. Before the surprise on her face began to fade, the tension in her body immediately eased. Enya, I'd love to hug you right now, but... I'm sorry, I love to hug you right now because I want to feel that badonkas on me to soothe me down, but I reach out mid-sentence, deflecting another incoming attack. Given the circumstances, I think we'll have to wait a little longer. Her lips curled into a smile as she wiped the sweat from her cheek, tucked a stray strand of her hair behind her ear, and stepped quickly to my side. Her voice trembled slightly. She was trying hard to hold back her emotions. Yeah, I'm fine. But what happened on your end? Oh shoot, nice. She said with a touch of pride, and it seems she had not been hurt by its attacks. Following Enya's gaze, I spotted a blurry figure in the distance, streams of devastating energy radiating from it, undoubtedly the source of the destruction. So when I absorbed that light vortex, the image I saw on the city destruction, those were from their memories?
そうなりますね。意識体の中には悲しみと苦しみの情報ばかり入っていました。ここで起きている異変もそれらの情報によるもののようです。つまり理事の言っていたニーム集合体に該当しますね。
The collective consciousness is filled with sorrow and pain. Don't worry, the information okay. As I processed Enya words, the piece started to click. Wait a second. La di da di do. Wait a second. Wait, what? Oh, there you go. Right, let's continue. In the end, Zone 16 could not have developed a collective consciousness on its own. My earlier guess must have been right.
推測
About the mastermind, someone is clearly behind all this. They merged the fragmented Titagen within Zone 16, turning the city into something like a tree, capable of constantly absorbing nearby consciousness.
それってこれはエッタの仕業なのでしょうか
Really? That child? No, it's more like they are imitating Edda. Besides, Zone 16 was a former containment zone under military control. No ordinary person could have entered. This doesn't align with Edda's objective. At this point, a vague understanding began to take shape in my mind, almost as if responding to our conversation. The attack from the consciousness of Zone 16 gradually ceased. Enya and I immediately stepped forward, closing the distance to about 10 meters from the figure. Can we talk? I made the being gaze. My expression calm, it remained silent, but something in its stance told me it had acknowledged my request. I'd like to know, what are you trying to achieve here? Merciful release. 3 simple words appeared before my eyes, yet each carried the weight of 1,000 tons.
苦痛が伴う。我々は意識が誕生した時から街中の同類を飲み込み続けてきた。そんな苦痛の中で長いこともがき続けてきた。だからせめてあなたたちを
Wait, us? I thought it's you. It reminded me of Edda again, whether through absorption by the tree or being consumed by the collective consciousness. They both seem to believe that this was the path to humanity's so-called salvation.
確かに意識の存在は痛みや苦しみを伴うかもしれませんけど、そこから愛と希望も生まれます。違いますか？
我々にとって街が滅んだ日から残るのは苦しみしかない。でもどうやらあなたたちは違うようだ。
What do you mean? I felt the being gaze shift towards me.
我々の苦しみに触れ吸収したのに意識崩壊しなかった。
I see.
あなたは誰よりも強かった。もう一人に関してはまだわからない。
Because a strong will, that's it.
なぜ苦しみに触れ
I glanced at Enya. She shook her head bashfully.
分析員が苦しんでいる姿を見せられたので、そのエネルギーに触れてみただけです。それ以外は特に何も。
I see. It was you who protect my consciousness, helping me break free. I smiled in relief and turned my gaze back to the figure in the distance. The reason is simple. That's just who Enya is. She's deeply attuned to people feeling, always caring, always compassionate. She spares no effort in protecting the innocent, yet shows no mercy to those who do harm. She's special, someone with no shadows in her heart.
影がない。
I reach out, gently brushing my hand against Enya's cheek. At my words, a soft blush bloomed across her face. Before I met Enya, I didn't believe it either. But if there are people in this world consumed by pure evil, then surely there must also be those who are purely good, untouched by darkness. And Enya is living proof of that.
分析員、今は
Enya tried to speak, but her voice caught in her throat. I tightened my grip on her hand, letting her know she did not have to hold back. I want you to know, there is a way to truly free you from this pain. I watched as the consciousness of Zone 16 wavered, its humanoid form dissolving into a swirling mass of light.
ありがとう。もっと早く出会えたらこんなことにならずに済んだのかもしれない。
Ooh.
しかし
Fighting?
もう遅い。
Do we have to do this?
戦う以外の道は
The energy within the light vortex surged, illuminating the sky with near blinding radiance. At the same time, the rest of the city dimmed. The buildings lost their colors, and the rhythmic patter of raindrops grew muffled. Every fragment of the information in Zone 16 was converging, flowing into the collective consciousness. Though we were still 10 meters away, I could already feel the thick air around them, heavy with gloom and despair. Of course, it's the monsters. In the next moment, energy coalesced into form, and thousands of change materialized around us, slowly, relentlessly closing in. Enya and I exchanged a glance, and we could see the hesitation in each other's eyes. Fighting them wasn't the problem. What weighed on us was the knowledge that each of these monsters held the consciousness of a person who once lived in Zone 16. If we struck them down, the collective consciousness would release energy to revive them over and over again. Simply attacking them would not end this, it would only prolong their suffering. As I deliberated, Enya had already created a wind barrier separating us from the encroaching horde, yet they keep pressing forward, hurling themselves against it with relentless force. After several more impacts, Enya was visibly drained. I stepped forward, bracing her shoulders, and gave her a reassuring nod.
分析員、何か手を思いついたんですか？
Yeah, I think we need to do what we did before. Remember, back then, when we altered the content of the memes? Given the situation, it's the only way to ease their pain.
でもそれだと、あの時みたいにまた分析員にエネルギーを吸収させることに。
That might have been difficult before, but now... I raised my hand, pointing at the one of the change. Their consciousness is no longer bound as a single collective mind. It's fragmented, scattered among individual bodies. If I absorb them one by one, I should be able to handle it. Wow! Enya looked at me, her lips parting slightly, but no words come out. After a moment of hesitation, she finally lifted her
わ
gaze.
かりました。分析員がそう決めたのなら。ごめんなさい。バリアを張ること以外、何もできなくて。
No, I also need you to do something else.
でも、何をすれ
Wait,
ば。
where's Marianne in all of this? Make me feel your presence. While I absorb this pain and despair, remind me that love and hope are still with me. I gently brushed a strand of hair from her face and placed a soft kiss on her forehead. In response, she rose on tiptoe and kissed mine in return. Aww. When our eyes met, I saw a spark of determination.
今までずっと自分には特別な力がないと思っていました。一度見たものを覚えることもできなければ瞬間移動したりもできない。情報体を操って幻を見せることもできないし、戦闘も得意とは言えません。私に唯一誰にも負けないものがあるとしたら、
please!
それはきっと分析員への愛だと思います。
Patch 3.0 Make her the wife.
でもさっきエンヤはエンヤだと分析員が教えてくれましたから、やっと私にも自分にしかできないことがありました。
But to be honest, if
教えて
she's
くれて
no,
ありがとう。
I don't think she's gonna be the next wife soon because she just got her new exosuit. I believe the next wife should be like some of the girl who has not been getting their suit, their new exosuit, which could be Acacia, Anita, Ichel. I don't think Frisha. Frisha still recently have her. I don't know. Haru. I think my guess would probably be Haru and Acacia. For Nita, I don't think Nita will become like wife anytime soon because she still hasn't have like a standard 5-star exosuit, like 5-star, 5-star variation. Why did I say 5-star, man? Orange tier. This is not Genshin. Ugh. I mean, orange tier, yeah. She still hasn't get her orange tier variation yet. Not once. So yeah, I think Haru and Acacia will be the next wife. It's been a while since we get like Acacia and Haru orange tier exosuit. Now I'm so happy to know that there's something only I can do.
だから任せてください。分析員は安心して彼らを助けてあげてください。ずっと分析員のそばにいますから。
Boom, bam, boom, 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 boom. I like that. I like this music, man. She wrapped her arm around me, pressing close to my chest, and I felt our hearts beating in sync. At the same time, I extend my hand beyond the wind barrier. In an instant, pieces of consciousness of Zone 16 surged into my mind, one after another. I saw a mother shielding her child with her own body, a girl one step too late to escape, a soldier gravely wounded after venturing into the heart of the city to rescue civilians. Tens of thousands of voices cried out in the same agonizing scream, trapped in the final moments of their life. All they knew was despair. In reality, their fates had long been sealed, but here, I could offer them a glimmer of hope. This NPC kinda, this NPC looks cool. Why the NPC all female though? In this city engulfed in hellish devastation and anguish cries, I moved from one lost corner to another, reaching out to as many suffering souls as I could. Some only needed the smallest spark to reignite their hope. Others were barely clinging to the remnants of their will to exist. Which, with each attempt, the wails grew louder, pressing against my mind, draining every last ounce of strength that I had left. But no matter how many times I faltered, when I looked back, I always saw Enya. Like a pale moon in the endless night, she remained by my side, easing my pain. I knew she was waiting for my safe return. Finally, the last consciousness faded, leaving behind only a shattered, desolate city. Zone 16. Zone 16. What do you wish to become now? That was the last thought in my mind before I closed my eyes and let myself fall back. The heartbeat. I can feel it. I can hear it. Oh, that's nice. That's cool. Let me just... There you go. After what felt like an eternity in darkness, I heard a familiar sound of breathing. My eyes shot open. I turned my head. The devastation was gone. In its place, a vast meadow stretched before me, wildflowers of every color swaying gently in the breeze. And there, just inches away, Enya lay peacefully asleep. Enya.
分析員
Aww. I gently stroked Enya's hair, rousing her from slumber. How are you feeling? You must be exhausted after holding the wind barrier for so long.
私なら大丈夫ですよ。でもここって
It looks like this is the final remnant of Zone 16 collective consciousness. Just like in ancient legends, even in a box filled with disaster, sickness and pain, hope lingers at the bottom. Nearby, I sense the faint presence of lingering consciousness, no longer whole, no longer belonging to anyone, just fragments of sorrow drifting on the wind. Alright, Enya, let's finish this. Cool. I think we're gonna... Yeah, this could be the boss. Not sure. Let's do this. I think this is the boss. You know what? I'ma just... not sure, probably. Let's go use HL for the passive healing.
必ず守り抜きます。
Oh, this is not the boss, okay.
分析員のことも
Oh,
自分
this
の
is
こと
cool.
も
Oh my god. This feels like Wuthering Wave. I think I played like Wuthering Wave one mode before. Plays just like this.
悲しみも恐れも痛みも全て終わらせる時が来たのです。悲しみを消して恐れを払って痛みを分かち合う本当の守るというのはこういうことです。大丈夫、私はここに。そろそろ時間ですね。
Keep going. Somaya? Probably. I don't remember, but this, I think, yeah. I don't remember the name, but I remember this kind, you know, this kind of place.
こんなことを避けたかったんですが、もう帰
Wait.
ってください。
You see it? Do you see it? The train and all? It's the dreamscape, yeah. Inside the train and all, I remember it. It is, to be honest, this is also dreamscape. Like the Mimtic, whatever, right? This is the final collective of the Zone 16 is here.
お休みしましょう。邪魔させませんから。
Yeah, I think we're gonna fight the boss here.
綺麗ですね。希望にあふれる道がきっとどこまでも伸びていくんでしょう。
I didn't see what she's saying. God damn it. Oh, nice. Keep going.
風が来ますよ。そろそろ大丈夫ですよ。私のことは心配しないで。
Right, let's go.
大丈夫です。これらの意識で動揺することはありません。
Next stage. Oh, excuse me, damn. Just like, oh shoot. Before we continue, I'm gonna go to toilet first. I have like second business to go about too. So I'm gonna leave you here for a moment. I'll be back later. Alright, sorry about that. Oh, it took a while because yeah, I think my diarrhea just come back. Yeah, spending like a good 10 minutes on sitting on a toilet bowl, and just crunching my stomach to just finishing out what it doesn't finish before. So yeah, my goodness. Right, before that, there you go. Okay, let's continue. With Enya final blow, the last enemy dissolved into the speck of light scattering across the meadow. The world around us fell into a deep, tranquil silence. In that stillness, we could hear the flap of white birds soaring through the sky, the gentle ripple of swish swimming across the lake, and the whisper of soft breeze rustling through the grass. Enya and I stood side by side for a long time, unwilling to break the serenity.
悲しみも恐れも、そして痛みも、すべて消せましたね。
In the warmth of the golden sunlight, tears glistened on her face, reflecting soft, iridescent hue.
私たち、本当に、これで、あの苦しんでいた人たちも、きっと救われたでしょう。
Not sure about that yet. Definitely. In this space, I could no longer sense any consciousness except for Enya's. Just then, a faint glow like a firefly drifted down before me. I reached out, and it landed gently in my palm, merging into my skin. A demiurge? Enya looked at me in surprise. I could imagine that my own expression wasn't exactly calm. In that last trace of information, I sensed the energy of demiurge. That explains a lot. It all makes sense now. After all this, I guess it's time to see what they have been planning.
わかりました。行きましょう。現実世界のエリア16も救わないと。マリアンちゃんだって分析員のことを心配しているでしょうから。
I nodded, pulling Enya into my arms, feeling the warmth of her breath against my skin. The girl in my embrace was so warm. As I leaned closer, I caught the soft melody she was humming. It was the same song she used to hum to me every night in the memories of the cabin.
分析員さん。
Aw, Marian hugged us. The moment my feet touched the ground, I felt Marian rush toward me.
本当によかった。ご無事で。
Like her, I felt the relief and joy of our reunion, but the uneasy atmosphere pressing around us forced me to push those feelings aside. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine. How about you? I quickly scanned my surroundings. Something felt off. This place didn't seem like part of Zone 16. It looked more like the wilderness from the illusion we had just experienced. Had I fallen into yet another illusion, just like last time? I instinctively tensed, but the next moment a sudden flash of white light flickered behind me. I turned. Lizzie stood there, holding a small instant camera, snapping a rapid shot of the view ahead. Even when she noticed me watching curiously, she did not stop. What are you doing?
安心して。ここは現実だよ。
Eh? This is the real Zone 16? I had asked what she was doing, while Lizzie answered the real question on my mind. Why are you still wearing those giraffe head though? Take it off.
この被り物がある限り、私はミームの世界に現れないから。それに。
Finally, she lowered the camera and pointed into the distance.
ほら、あそこを見て。あなたの隊員は、あなたが探したい人を見つけたよ。
Who are you? Even before she pointed out, I had already seen it. In the center of the clearing ahead, a blurry figure stood. Is it the new mummy?
分析員さんのおっしゃった通り、消去法を使って探し当てました。
Marian looked at me expectantly, her eyes alight with excitement and triumph.
この町では森の公園だけがミームの影響を受けていません。
ですが、どうして黒幕はミームの影響を受けなかった場所にいるんでしょう。
This is all thanks to you, Enya. We tried using the memes to find a way out of the city. Our logic had been sound, but we somehow ended up at the city center. That meant the issue wasn't with our approach, but with the memes themselves. Instead of spreading outward as expected, they have been drawn inward to a single point. Since some memes in Zone 16 transmit information, it only makes sense that something else does the opposite. At least, that's my theory. I mean, if left unchecked, if left unchecked, the memes would spread uncontrollably. But here, they seem to be securely contained within a specific area in Zone 16. It's like there's a black hole in the city, pulling in all the memes. Lizzie, you must have noticed it a long time ago, right? I grabbed one of the instant photos from the stack in Lizzie's hand. Sure enough, the image that should have shown the clearing ahead was nothing but a blur. Unlike the memes that spread information, there's a force here that prevents it from being recorded.
おお、名推理だね、分析員さん。
Ignoring Lizzie over the top compliment, I turned to Marianne. Have you approached the target yet?
はい。ですが、その周りに奇妙なバリアが存在していて、銃弾ですら弾き飛ばされてしまいます。
Frustration was clear in her voice. I offered her a reassuring smile. It's fine. Let's go take another look. We approached, and just as Marianne has described, a beige light barrier fled to life about 50 meters from the figure, sealing off the space ahead. The moment I reached out to test the barrier, it suddenly parted, like the curtains of a stage, revealing a path forward. As expected, I'm the target. I had a feeling this was coming. From the start, everything in Zone 16 had reek of conspiracy, one that felt tailor-made for me. As the barrier faded, the figure standing in the flower field slowly came into view. Her face was as delicate... Oh shit, she's beautiful, man. Her face was as delicate and flawless as fine porcelain, framed by elegant attire, yet there was a melancholy in her expression, like a young lady preparing for a ball in her own manner, lost in wistful contemplation. I know, right? Wow. Man, she's beautiful. But upon closer inspection, something about her felt inhuman, most notably the nearly transparent wings extending from her back. She stood in the center of the flower field, silent yet radiating a fragile, almost ethereal beauty.
こんにちは。
Morpheus!
分析員さん。
You want the red pill or the blue pill? Dragoon Cave we go, yeah. As I stepped closer, she lifted the hem of her dress. Oh, a gentlewoman, really? That's cool. A noble. She lifted the hem of her dress and executed an elaborate theatrical courtesy.
ようこそ。約束通りお越しくださ
Oh
い
bro,
ました
her
ね。
voice is so majestic.
私のことは
Demiurge
至
Morpheus.
上者モルペウスとお呼びください。
Her voice had an enchanting allure, reaching my ears what the hell? Reaching my ears effortlessly, despite the distance between us. Demure, no, shut up. It's not Demure. Demiurge. Answering your invitation? I don't recall receiving one.
あのハンナという兵士が招待状の
Oh
代わりです。
So you purposely left that one soldier alive?
ここに入ってきたから仕方なく意識体にみんなを吸収させていたんですが、あなたに知らせてほしいと司令からの命令があったので一人だけ逃がしました。
A sharp throb pulsed through my temples. It sounds like you were not particularly eager to absorb those soldiers.
その通りです。人間のエネルギーはあまりにも弱いのでわざわざ殺したりしません。
Bro, she's so enchanting, man. I just stared at her face for some reason. Her tone carried an odd sense of grievance, as if my question was entirely unnecessary. So your true target is the consciousness of Zone 16? You merge all the consciousness in the city, forcing them to devour one another until they became a single, sorrowful, despairing collective.
こうすれば一気に吸収できるので
Demiurge, yeah, the urge for demis. Quite a vision, wouldn't you agree? I felt Enya grip tighten around her weapon.
人の苦しみを何だと思っているのですか。
Morpheus remained unmoved by Enya's outburst. her expression unchanged.
その苦しみとやらを正直感じ取れません。
I guess her voice actress would be Noto Mamiko. I might be wrong.
これはただの仕事です。
And her mouth
指令
didn't
の
move.
誘いをあなたに知らせるという仕
If that's the case, then why invite me here?
指令は
The
和
commander.
解を申し出ました。
The commander? You mean Rozan? Because Rozan controlled Demiurge. For a moment, I thought I misheard. A reconciliation?
指令の言葉を借りると停戦ですね。人類の言い方ですと和解の方が合理的だと思います。理由
Why?
は存じ上げませんが、ここまで来たらおのずとわかると指令がおっしゃっていました。
何を言うと思えば妙なことを。
Enya's fingers instinctively found its way to the trigger, but I had already anticipated Morpheus' response.
エリア16に入った時から私はこういうタイタンをたくさん見たんだ。なのにミームに隠されて外の人に全くバレていないようだ。タイタンが中心エリアに集まっていってあっという間に消えるのを見たんだ。エネルギーが消えていくことすら感じ取れなかったよ。
人間のエネルギーはあまりにも弱いので。
Titans. Ooh. As I spoke, I grabbed Enya's arm, gesturing for her to look around. Oh yeah, that's the Titan's hand. This Titan remains on the ground. Did you do this all by yourself? Morpheus tilted her head slightly, as if she didn't fully grasp my question. What I mean is, did you absorb the energy from these Titans?
あ
No wonder.
あ、はい。
She nodded
あ
calmly.
の意識体が放出するものはタイタンを引き寄せます。それでここに集めてすべて食べちゃいました。
Okay.
そんなことができるわけ。
Honestly, I could hardly believe it either, even though I was the one asking the question. The mimetic anomalies in Zone 16 were not meant to conceal anything, they were meant to lure. In other words, this place had become Titan hunting ground, and Morpheus, the being standing before me, was a demiurge with the incredible power to devour them. So this was Rozan bargaining chip. She wanted to show me that one of her demiurge, perhaps more, had the ability to draw in and eliminate Titans. Damn! Rozan will always playing in our head, man. Whether I agreed to her so-called truth or not, they would move across the containment zone, quietly absorbing Titans. The Titan crisis will gradually subside, but the power within those Titans would be transferred to the Demiurge instead. This was unmistakably Rozan's style, a proposal on the surface, but in reality, she was cornering me into a lesser of two evil situation. Unfortunately for her, I had no intention of caving to her Demiurge, and I certainly would not play this game by their rules.
分析員さん、
Morpheus' voice snapped me out of my thought.
他に聞きたいことがないのなら
No, we're
お
gonna
先に
defeat
失
you.
礼します。
Sorry. She gave a slight nod, about to curtsy again, but before she could, Marian had already raised a gun. The gunshot rang out, and the bullet pierced Morpheus' right leg, but no blood flowed from the wound.
分析員さんがいいというまでどこにも行かせませんよ。
Marian can be scary when the times need to be. Morpheus widened her eyes, her expression pitifully innocent.
どういうことですか？和解は受け入れられない。
No, we
ど
are
ういう
not.
ことでしょうか？
We're gonna defeat Rozan. I shook my head. Maybe she truly could not comprehend the situation, but there was no universe in which I will ever accept a deal with Rozan. I'll assume you can hear me, Rozan. I look up, speaking into the sky. Sorry about that. If you think this kind of trick will intimidate me, you are mistaken. You have your goals, I have mine. Our path will never align. As if in response to my words, a beam of light suddenly surged around us, converging in the sky to form a massive dream catcher. But this wasn't Rosan's reply. I quickly realized the dream catcher was being controlled by Morpheus, the demiurge standing before me.
おそらく私はあなたに勝てないでしょ
Oh,
う
you cannot?
ですがなんとか逃げ切りたいと思います
You want to escape, okay. Oh, she turned into. In an instant, energy from Dreamcatcher poured into Morpheus, her form twisting, expanding until she took on a familiar shape I had seen before. Very well. Let's see what Demiurge can do before absorbing Titans. With that thought, I charged forward. Let's go! Final battle! Final pursuit even, not battle, okay. Oh, trial with... Oh, okay, that's fine. Right. Because both of you are... I guess I use Jet Arc. Can I change? Yep, I can change you. Both of you are shotgun, so... That's fine, let's go. I mean, it's not going to be difficult in any way, I believe. Yeah, let's go. Animation time.
悲しくて
Sea of
苦
Flowers.
しくて全てを色あせていってこれが分析員に見えていた世界
Oh my god. Morpheus Windbloom, ephemeral dream. Holy shit.
ここに囚われはしません
That's a nice one.
綺麗事を並べておいて結局化け物の本性を表しましたね。
行きましょうマリアちゃん分析員私は尊い命を踏みにじる者は絶対許しませんから
ここからはお任せください。
視点を変えてみましょう
逃がしはしません
ここからはお任せください。
今戦場は私の手に入った終わり甘いここからです百射百中
Behold, the truth woven from lies. Oh shit.
ここからはお任せください。
視点を変えてみましょうお姉さんに任せてあの世でゆっくり懺悔しててください
カチャカチャ
Oh shit. That's it? The puzzle?
風が来ますよあの世でゆっくり懺悔しててください
Nice.
大丈夫ですこれらの意識で動揺することはありません
Next stage, the last one. Oh my god. I think I dehydrated again. Right, progress 1. Lingering embers. This isn't the end, not even close. Well, I guess let's see. Among all the enemies I've dealt with, Morpheus was undeniably special. On one hand, she had absorbed an unfathomable amount of power from the Titans. With this near limitless energy, she withstood our relentless attack. On the other hand, she was oddly passive. Despite having the ability to unleash devastating counterattacks, she kept her distance, constantly searching for an escape. But this passive fighting style eventually exposed a weakness. After another relentless barrage, she could no longer sustain her demiurge form. Come on! Kidnap her, Ejatan. Let's just bring back to our base and tame her. And breed, tame her. Just that, tame. And, correction. She collapsed to her knees. Seizing the moment, I closed the distance, pressing the barrel of my guns against her head.
提案どうしても受け入れられないんですか
Morpheus clutched her chest, struggling to contain the energy leaking from her body. Our eyes met, and in them I saw sorrow, as if silently pleading for my forgiveness. Down bad for real.
残念です
How could you not down bad
あなたは
for this kind of character,
優
man?
しい人だと
I mean, I am a gentleman though,
言いました
but I will bring you back to the base and going to tame you. Become my, never mind.
分析員はもちろんこの世で一番優しい人です
First testimony. Oh, Enya bullet tore through Morpheus' already battered body, and more energy seeped from the wound like sand slipping through fingers. My tender heart is reserved only for my girls. As for you, you are just as despicable as Rosan Quarena. Not worth even a shred of compassion.
でしたら
Suddenly, Morpheus jerked back, running away from us in desperate retreat. Above the flower field, the Dreamcatcher suddenly began to shift. I could feel a massive surge of energy gathering at its center, like a giant droplet of water hanging precariously above us, ready to drip down at any moment.
分析員さん、あれは私たちと心中するつもりのようです。
I don't think so. With no time to answer Marian's question, I pushed off the ground and sprinted after Morpheus. Enya and Marian flanked me immediately, closing in from both sides to cut off her escape. 20 meters, 10, 5, 2. I could see Morpheus' dress flap in the wind, almost within my reach. But I was stepped too late. At the last moment, energy from Dreamcatcher came crashing down, forming a brilliant beam of light that poured directly onto Morpheus' body. Her form twisted and swelled uncontrollably.
分析員さん、
In the blink of an eye, the raging energy erupted into a violent explosion, swallowing everything in blinding white light. Using my momentum, I caught Enya and Marian midair, pulling them close and shielding them with my body. The explosion sent us hurtling through the air several meters, but strangely, it was much weaker than I expected. Wait. Fighting against the force of the blast, I struggled to open my eyes. I struggled to open my eyes, just in time to see a dark purple shadow retreating in the opposite direction, carried away by the shockwave. In the end, all that remained was a hollow humanoid shell, spinning within the beam of light, until it burned away to nothing. Did I say ours? Did I? Let me see. Which part? Eyes. Yeah, I did say eyes. Ours. Oh my god. Yeah. Of course she did. She gonna come back with other Rosan's demiurge. Frustration laced her voice, but deep down we all knew that against an enemy with no intention to fight, only to flee, letting her get away wasn't the worst outcome.
でもあんな技が使えるのなら、なぜ最初から使わず飛びの
Before she could finish, her body suddenly wavered, then collapsed into my arm, fast asleep.
分析員、これって
She's fine. Her breathing is steady, probably just exhausted. Oh, poor Marianne. What she went through has been enough to wear anyone out.
ミームの影響に邪魔されながらモルペースを見つけるなんて、きっとマリアンちゃんにしかできなかったんでしょうね。
But you also managed to do something that only you could pull off, didn't you?
私は
Aw. She tenderly gazed at me, her eyes filled with warmth. Let me just, it's a beautiful art.
はい、分析員がそばにいれば何でもできるような気がします。
The evening breeze whispered through the air, setting her hair and the wildflower around her swaying in gentle unison. Everything was so peaceful, so idyllic. Idyllic? So idyllic. It felt almost impossible that this was the same place that had just witnessed a fierce battle. The sky, painted in hues of sunset, cast a golden glow over Enya as she gazed into the distance. I think I figured out the answer to Marian's question.
モルペウスが最後になるまであの網を使わなかった理由。
I remembered the flowers were not fully bloom before, but now, kinda sweet for Morpheus, sorry. Kinda sweet of Morpheus to actually, being considered about the flowers. I reached for a nearby wildflower, plucking a single petal and letting it drift away on the breeze. After absorbing the energy, they all bloomed. Turns out she was an eccentric character too. I mean, I hope in the future we can bring Morpheus back to us.
見るのは楽しい？私のこと完璧に忘れてない？
You are weird one. Oh, so you're still here. That wasn't me messing with her. I honestly assumed that while the three of us were locked in battle with Morpheus, she would have taken the opportunity to slip away after all.
理事さん、いくつかお話を聞きたいので会社まで同行してもらいますよ。
一緒に行動したら調査されないって分析員さんがあの自動販売機の前で言ってたのに。
I don't remember making any promise. I simply suggest that we collaborate. So I suggest we share some intel first. After all, collaborating with Yggdrasil definitely sounds a lot better than sneaking around, am I right? So that's why she didn't run when she had the chance. I watched as Lizzie poked her giraffe head, deep in thought, seemingly replaying our conversation. After a moment, she clenched her fist.
ユグドラシルに閉じ込められたら私の論文も修学旅行も調査計画も何もかもが台無しだよ。ひどいよ。
Seeing her put on an overly dramatic, pitiful act, I cleared my throat and cut her off before she could ramp up the fake crying any further. I mean, that's company policy, but I suppose we can make an exception for a special case like this.
本当？
I grabbed my terminal and waved it at her. Give me your contact info. This way, you can provide your deposition remotely when we need it. Before I could even finish, Lizzie darted forward, slamming her terminal, wrapped in a giraffe-shaped protective case, against mine. A pair of synchronized beeps confirmed the exchange of our contact IDs.
これでいいよね。
I gave her a nod. We'll escort you out. There are military checkpoint outside.
それはご心配なく。
I'm kinda, still like a bit suspicious about this Lizzie girl. Mimicking Morpheus, she swept into a theatrical curtsy before pulling out a sleek, foldable drone from behind. You have that all this time? With a flick of her wrist, she unfolded it and sent it hovering into the air.
じゃあね、ヘイムダルの分析員さん。
She have that drone all this time, man. Oh, you want to meet me again? Another girl to the harem. There was an uncharacteristic slyness to her words, but before I could question it, she grabbed onto the drone. With a light jump, she was lifted into the air. Letting out a cheerful woohoo, the mysterious schoolgirl from the Academica Acropolis vanished from sight.
本当に行かせていいのでしょうか。
I mean, she's someone who bypassed a military blockade and successfully entered a containment zone, wears a headmask that somehow protects her from the meme's influence, and pull a drone out of nowhere. I know, right? She has too many secrets. Keeping her around won't get us any real answers. Better to let her go and make her owe us instead. That's true, that's true.
本当に作りたいのはカシナだけで、もう一人の彼女とかじゃなければいいですけど。
Enya, please. I think I have already enough, but depends on Lizzie. Huh. With a hint of jealousy in her voice, she poked my forehead with a slender finger. I wisely chose not to engage. Either way, the incident in Zone 16 had come to an end. But even then, I had a feeling that this was the only beginning of something much, much bigger. Have you been saying that thing for like what, the past 3 chapters? Hey Tao, Director Tao, please, I want her playable, man. Even though she's a MILF, right? MILF love. In Tao's office, we sat face to face across the desk from each other. Everything that happened in Zone 16 had gone far beyond our expectation. The moment I returned to Yggdrasil, I sought out Tao to report on Morpheus. First, the military needs to know about Morpheus. I tapped on the holographic map displayed on the desk. Instantly, hundreds of glowing points lit up, each marking a containment zone across the continent. What the hell, Kabuki? You gooning too much, man. You dead. Goon until dead. The Goonie side. She's extremely dangerous. She can devour Titan and merge fragmented consciousness. Aside from Containment Zone Aleph, Yggdrasil only has direct control over the containment zones within the home region. If Morpheus or any other demiurge continue using containment zones to grow stronger, they will eventually become a far greater threat than the Titans. I mean, I've saying that before, especially since right now they are lurking in the shadows. If this so-called truth Morpheus proposed isn't just a trap, we may not see them for a long time. Of course, I don't intend to accept their ridiculous proposal. That's why we need to align with the military to ensure that demiurge don't get too comfortable in containment zone beyond our reach. Tao's fingers intertwined, gently rubbing together as if she had come to a realization. That's the most likely scenario. They probably knew about Edda's plans from the start, which is why they halted their attacks on Heimdall and redirected their focus toward Edda instead. Right, there you go, sorry. Oh, you're singing now? Damn. Hope I don't get copyright claim from you like writing the lyric. What could be so urgent that even High and Mighty Rosen feels the need to make it a priority? I don't have the clear picture yet, but after removing the 3 Enjerus, there are still 8 remaining across the continent. We'll need to keep a close watch on them in the near future. My eyes widened instinctively, but Tao simply shook her head. Kuru, not severe enough necessary warrant Hamlet intervention. Oh! I guess we're gonna meet Lizzie next chapter then. Crazy how I remember all the lyrics. I mean, it's a meme song, the good meme song at least. That at once, so yeah, I'm fine with people remembering lyrics for the cool song.
この大陸には9大エリアと数百個の封鎖エリアや元封鎖エリアがあって70億以上の人間がタイタンやティーン症候群に悩まされています。すべてをあなた一人に任せるわけにはいきません。
I know, but like I've said before, there are some things only I can deal with. And isn't this exactly what the savior of humanity you expect me to become is supposed to do? Tao seemed to toss a rather sorrowful, aggrieved glance at me, a look quite uncharacteristic of her.
いえ、私が言いたいのは
A sharp knock on the door cut her off. Tao and I exchanged a glance before I gave her a small nod. She deactivated the office security lock. A petite pink blur stumbled into the doorway, struggling to regain her balance. The plants in the hallway still swayed slightly. Clear signs she had used her turbo exosuit speed enhancing function to rush here, which was obviously not a good sign. Come on in, Frisha. She strode straight into the office, coming to a halt beside me.
ハウさん、アクロポリス学院のことなんだけど、校舎移転の契
Wait,
約
why?
中止になっちゃうかも。
Life always seemed to work this way. Just a moment ago, I had not known even about the tree affecting the Academia Acropolis, and now I already heard a series of development from two different sources. Noticing the change in my expression, Frisha seemed to realize something. She pulled out her terminal, tapped a few times, and dropped a document onto mine.
分析員はまだ状況がわからないよね。このファイルを。
フリティア。
Fritia, okay. For some reason, Tao suddenly interrupted, giving her a slight nod.
アクロポリス学院の方は私と分析員が何とかします。
Playable Tao? Fritia tilted her head in confusion. Looking at me for confirmation, I met her gaze with a reassuring nod.
わかった。じゃあ、学院にそう伝えるね。
She rushed out just as quickly as she had entered. The moment she was gone, Tao finally let out the breath she had been holding.
アクロポリス学院の状況については後で確認して構いません。私の判断だと今回はあなたに出向いてもらわないといけないみたいですが。
But the thing is, right, I really want Director Tao to be playable. The thing is, the Chinese community don't want her to be playable and don't want her to be a romantic interest at all. Because of what? Because of she was married and had a child before. In the Chinese community eyes, they feels like Director Tao isn't poor anymore to have a romantic relationship, romantic interest with, romantic relationship with the Ejaten. Yeah, that's true. She was married before, had a child. But back when I think Amazing Sisan, which the one who makes Snowbreak, back when Amazing Sisan, asked the player if they want Director Tao to be playable, most of them don't want it to be because she was married and had a child, so they feel kind of like, nah, she already, she's not virgin anymore, she's not pure, something like that. Something along that line. I mean, what the fuck, nigga? That's what a myth's supposed to be, man. As for the Academy Acropolis profile, take your time going through it, but for now my judgment is that this another case required their involvement. I mean, not like pure as in like pure in innocence, something like that. It's more like virginity, something like that, yeah. Motherfucker, talk about yourself. I know, right? I shrugged, the words "I told you so" practically written on my face.
出発する前に
What do you bring out? Tao calmly took a sheet of paper from the stack on her desk and slid it toward me.
すでに小耳に挟んだかと思いますが、改めて直で伝えなくてはならないことがあります。もう知っているでしょう。私の体は
Oh.
これ以上のテロメア修復手術に耐えられない。
Of course she cannot be playable now. Now that the excuse is here, I can no longer undergo telomere repair surgery, so she won't be fighting at all, okay? She paused, signaling with her eyes for me to read the document, but I could not tear my gaze away from her.
別に遺言を残しているわけではありませんよ。
What are you planning to do?
これからしばらくちょっと過激な治療を受けに行ってきます。いささか冒険的な試みではありますが、
This is a hope. You good and speak of being pure, shaking my head. Yeah, tell them that, man. Oh, okay, that's a hope that she will be playable. I pick up the document, my eyes immediately drawn to the surgery section. The numbers starkly stood out. When's the procedure?
もうじきです。おそらくあなたがフィロゾアにいる間に行われるでしょう。そう睨まないでください。手術の日程はずっと前から決まっています。わざとあなたが不在の日を選んだわけではありません。
Things always seem to pile up like this, overwhelming and relentless, leaving me frustrated and helpless.
分析員
Suddenly, Tao reached out, snatching the document from my hand. Without another word, she crumpled it up and tossed it into the trash bin.
私たちの仕事はまだまだ始まったばかりです。そうでしょ
You know what? Yeah, that's true, man. Her waist. Damn. Our course has only just begun, hasn't it? Yes.
危機がすべて解決されるまで厄介な仕事をあなたに丸投げするつもりはありません。
Kabuki has gone to the abyss, man. While this crisis remains unsolved, I will be pleased if I throw the burden of everyone on my
あな
shoulders.
たに戦わなければならない敵がいるように、私も自分の目的地を目指さなければなりません。
She stood up, inhaling deeply.
終着点でまた会いましょう。
I'm begging death. Yeah, begging to amazing his son, man. It was deep into the night. After finishing my meeting with Tao, I had returned to my room early. Ever since I began absorbing Titagen, my need for sleep had decreased. Still, I like to lie in the bed for long hours each night, replacing sleep with thought. It was the sound of the door unlocking. I was a bit curious to hear it. While the manifestation all had access to my room at their request, most had the courtesy to knock, except for a few. Who is it? Who is it that don't know how to knock when they're entering the room? The door slid open and shut in a fleeting instant, just long enough for the hallway light to spill in, just long enough for me to recognize her silhouette. It's Enya. Oh. What is she doing? Before I could finish her name, I was enveloped in warmth, arms wrapping tightly around me. In that heaven of fantasy in Zone 16, we had embraced like this, but now her body was no longer cold. If anything, she felt too warm. The scent of her The scent of her freshly bathed skin lingered in my nose, a faint, intoxicating sweetness. She leaned in slowly, her breath warm against my ear.
話は聞いてますよ。また
Aww.
出かけないといけないみたいですね。
It's okay, Enya.
お姉さんと約束して必ず無事に帰ってきてくださいね。
Oh, you hear that kiss, man? Without waiting for a response, her lips found mine. Let's go! In the dim glow of my room, only the silhouette of our entwined figures remained. Our body heat chased away the lingering cold, and every breath, her desire for me deepened. Again and again, until the long night finally faded, and the first light of dawn broke. She's pregnant now. Oh, she. You know what the funny thing is? Finally, we finished the chapter. Okay, before I continue, I think we can see. Wait a second. Oh, I need to use this one. I need to use the supply before it goes away. Right. You know what the funny thing is? Archive. We see the... Where's the operative profile? Right. Let's see. Akasia. Personal file. No, operative info. So, she is 17 years. Okay, she's practically the same age as her, you know... As her... She's 60... as her... What do you call this? As her figure, right? Let's see... Fricia. Fricia is 19. Well, can be. Okay, let's see now. Cherno. Cherno is 18. Well, seems plausible. Seems makes sense. Okay, I'm going to leave Enya for now because I want you to look at Ichel. Ichel is 18. Well, you know what? 18 seems cool. Bubu is 19. So Enya, right? How old is she? She's 19. She's like a year younger than... What, you mean Yao? Yao is... Where's Yao again? Yao is 24. Yeah. Not Astra Yao from ZZZ. Not her. Just Yao. She's 24. My waifu when I first played before Snowbreak. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, you played Snowbreak. Okay. 19. Yeah, at least we made it to Yao also. My waifu. Okay. Enya is 19. But to be honest, Enya is the one supposed to be mommy, right? But she's younger than Yao. How about Series? Series is 27. She's the oldest, I think. Yao Winter Solstice. Yeah, she's the same one. She's 24. Chengxing is 20. Wait, what? Chengxing just 20? Katya is 25. So the older is the older one is the oldest. Sorry, the oldest one is fuck. Yeah, Series. Vidya is 23. Bubu is 19. Nita. Sorry. Nita here is 19 too. Life 20. How about Haru? Let's see Haru. This one, Haru. 20, okay. How tall is her? You mean Yao? Okay, let's see. Yao is 5'7". I don't know how to convert that to centimeter. But yeah, 5'7". 5 feet 7 inch.
いい天気。最高のサボり日和だね。冗談だって。
I like how she's voiced by Hikasa Yoko, right? Who also voiced Vita in Honkai Impact. Very different, man. Very different. So I'm taller. 170? Okay. That's cool. Moxir is 23. Yeah, Moxir 23. Tess is 18. This one, right? This is series before she got buff. How is this 27, man? This is like the 4-star, the purple tier series. And then when she have like her 5-star, right? She got the massive buff. Loli Baba type. No, this is her now. 27. Right. Let me get this because I already finished it. That's nice. Oh, Claymore. That's cool. Humu definitely massive. That's true. That's true. What can I purchase again? Okay, I can purchase this. I already like got it. So, ooh, you know what? I can pull for. I need to pull for her weapon because her kit looks so good. I still on 3 though. Come on, man. Please, just first pull. Nah, never mind. It's fine. Right. Of course you will not. Let me buy this one. Right. Yeah. Let's bring you to intermission. And mute the game. That is for me. Right, thank you for watching. The story is cool. I like it. Of course, it's Rosan behind the Zone 16 shenanigan. So I think we're gonna see Lizzie though in next chapter because you know it's conveniently happening there in the next problem, and there's like a hope that Director Tao will receive her, you know, playable stuff, a playable character, and also same as Caroline. I need to see her as playable character too. So yeah, right. Thank you for watching. thank you Kabuki for coming in and stop by and watching the stream. And for the VOD watcher who are watching the stream, thank you. Click the like button if you like the stream, and if you don't like it, just press the dislike button. So yeah. As for tomorrow, tomorrow's supposed to be Heavenburns, right? But as I said yesterday, I will be visiting my sick grandma, and I will come back home before after iftar. So I'm not sure if I can get back on time for the stream. If not, I will just postpone the Heavenburns raid to next week. You know what, we're gonna have some buffer time before we start new chapter. But the thing is, I really want to play the new chapter 4, and I want to know all the secrecy about the stuff and all. And for next week, I think the tentative will be Aether Gazer and Punishing Raven. I think my objective right now is to focus on those two games to finish the story, Aether Gazer and Punishing Raven, both of these. Probably I don't know how should I do it, but let's see when the time comes then. So yeah, that's all for today. This has been Character Type. Hope you guys have a good day or a good night. Sleep well, stay safe. See you guys next time. Bye bye. Bye bye.